Oh my goodness, at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquarius, and I'm talking about the week in between the 25th and the 31st of October 2022. At the beginning of this week, especially when it comes to the 25th and the 26th of October, you really have to, on one hand, pay attention to what is going to be on your mind as soon as you wake up in the morning, because the message is going to be super mind-blowing, a rather significant stage of your life that you need to pay attention to. This information is coming from somewhere else. You need to understand that the stage that we are at the moment, it's very, very close indeed to the 31st of October. The whole energy in October, it's completely different because of that. We are more open-minded. We understand more, we get to so many different dimensions, and we are aware of things that we are not aware of. It's like almost an invisible extension of our mind, and our energy is able to penetrate so much further, and in return we are getting so much back. So this is what I need you to understand. So it's not only the 31st of October that is doing this, when the veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. The whole month of October is different, but purely now because we are getting closer. We are getting closer to this point. We are getting more open-minded. We are becoming more open-minded. You are going to become more open-minded, and that in itself is going to really make you extremely intuitive. So this is where these messages are coming from. So pay attention to the 25th and the 26th of October in particular. As soon as you open your gorgeous eyes, my gorgeous aquamarini, as soon as you open your eyes, something is going to be on your mind. The specific message, the specific realization, and this is really going to inspire you, and even it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. And now suddenly you're going to find this part of your life almost like if there is going to be like a little bit of an urgency to go for it, but a good, sweet, delicious little urgency. You will see what I mean, because at that stage of your life you are going to feel kind of prepared, and this is going to surprise you. And then I say at this stage of your life you're going to feel prepared because it's to do with an aspect that would normally kind of put you off, like no baby no, but now you're going to feel so adamant that this is something that you want to actually go for. So it's either going to come to you the very first thing in the morning on the 25th and the 26th of October. It's going to be something very specific on your mind. You need to work on this, you need to kind of really do not forget about this whatsoever. Or it's either going to come to you throughout the day in between the 25th and the 26th of October. There is a possibility that you may not realize what this message is. You know what I mean? You may not realize straight away as soon as you wake up, but it's most importantly going to come to you throughout the day. So, and that message is just something that is it's not going to be able to leave your mind. It's like an inspiration, and even more so, when this is completely going to come out of it. So it's going to start with realization, just one specific word, but then after that moment in time, maybe a day or two after that, you're gonna be so creative, but you're gonna feel so creative, so energized, so re-energized, but you will not even understand and realize that this creativity is coming from your own excitedness, from your own happiness. Your spirit is going to be rising, and you are being prepared for something really, really special when it comes to your life. So you will not even understand that you're feeling so creative. It's coming from you internally, because already this is at the back of your mind. You're already starting this. You're already starting a progress. You're already kind of manifesting a very, very significant and a special part of your life. So this is where this creativity is going to come from your own happiness. Absolutely brilliant. Do you know how powerful we are when everything gets together, when everything comes together, like how it's actually going to come to you now? And there's several reasons why is this happening, because you've been through so much. You've been completely up so giving. You were through so much, and karmically you had to work on a lot. And I know I keep on saying this, but this is the truth when it comes to you. So this is going to be a brilliant moment in time, indeed. So a couple of days after that, you're going to feel extremely creative. And the creativity is you're going to feel re-energized. And this is how powerful we are. As long as we are okay up here, we're going to be okay everywhere else. So this is all coming from your mind, from your own spirit, from your own soul, because you are getting very close to the stage of your life, which is literally going to, on one hand, make you aware of certain things that you need to be honest with yourself, that you need to for once change, you know what I mean? But on another hand, it's also going to show you an aspect of your life that you're going to become aware of an aspect of your life by the end of the week that is going to be impossible for you to absolutely ignore. So sorry, I know I'm keeping on about. I hope I'm not too much, but it's just basically, so at the beginning of this week, you are going to feel, first of all, you're going to have this message, and then within the next couple of days, you're going to find yourself feeling extremely creative. That's the point here. So that creativity, you're going to do something that you want to do. For example, whether you like drawing, whether you like painting, maybe you like, I don't know, the way you want to express yourself, the way you normally express yourself when you feel extremely creative. That's exactly what you're going to be doing. And why is this so powerful? Because at the same time you are creating an absolutely mind-blowing energy that it's completely out of this world. Why? Because something is going to come to you. When it comes to you feeling extremely creative, it's gonna come to you completely how to do what you want to do, but it's connected to that first initial realization that I said at the beginning of the week on the 25th and the 26th. Remember, I said that something is going to be on your mind, the certain specific thing that it's going to inspire you like there is no tomorrow. You're either going to become aware of it when you wake up in the morning, or either it's going to come to you throughout the day on the 25th and the 26th of October, but you're still not going to know how to do this, or you're still not going to know, well, what the next step it's actually going to be. You know what I mean? This is still going to be like, I'm not too sure, you know what I mean? And then when you feel extremely creative, this is my point, that this is something, it's going to come to you completely what to do, an option, how to do this, an opportunity. There are a couple of things actually going to come to you, but one of them it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and you will know exactly what to do. Although at the same, so an option is going to come to you how to take this on, what the next stage is going to be. So it's like an option, or rather shall I say an opportunity, realization. But then there are elements of you like, oh my God, I'm finding this a little bit challenging, only because, like, I don't know, someone is going to try to put you off. Someone is going to try to put you off doing what you should be doing. And you need to see why this person is trying to put you off from doing what you should be doing. Okay? So this is important, because when someone tries to put you off from what you're doing, you will know that this little bastard here has got an agenda. And I've been saying this for such a long time. This person has got an agenda. So they will try to put you off. And you will not be able to understand, like, oh my God, why are they trying to put me off when this means to me so much? Because they've got some kind of hidden agenda. So you need to be careful about this. And if you're not honest with yourself, if you haven't been honest with yourself so far, now it's the time to be honest, because I just do not trust. This is the specific person around you that I do not trust whatsoever. Someone has got a hidden agenda, and they have put like a bit of like some kind of juju on you, do you know what I mean? Some kind of a spell on you, some kind of spell or something on you, do you know what I mean? Almost as if like, I don't know, you're just like kind of a little bit, you can lose yourself at around that person sometimes, and that means that person has a certain power over you. So you need to understand that at some point you're going to have to snap out of it. And I think that someone very close to you, very important to you, very significant to you, like a family member or a greatest friend, or someone who is like an amazing friend to you, someone very special to you, is trying to explain to you and say this to you for such a long time. But I think that you may be like a little bit ignoring them on purpose, and you need to really come out of this. You need to come out of this. So someone very close to you is trying to open your eyes, and is trying to make you aware of this person, is trying to let you know about this person, but you're still kind of under this type of spell. And the longer you are within this, the longer you're maybe ignoring this, the more like maybe a little bit of damage this person is going to do to you, because you're already having a very, very kind of unhealthy attachment when it comes to you because of that particular person. But you're not you're realizing, but you're not realizing, but you're not being honest with yourself, but you should be honest with yourself. And now, baby, this is going to be the time when you will know. who this is. Okay, so even if you're like kind of unsure who this is, even plant is saying hello. Do you know what I mean? Like even if you even if you don't know who this is by now, but you do, it's like you will know now. So you will already kind of know after this stage to kind of keep certain things to yourself, which you should be doing anyway. So on another hand, what you're also going to find challenging here is that this is to do with a very much so hard work, that option, that option, how you're going to do this, that realization. It's to do with the hard work. You remember, I'm going back to the beginning of this reading. So it's about the option, an opportunity, realization. You're going to have this at the time when you feel extremely creative. So it's going to come to you like a challenging situation also, apart from what you're going to realize. What you're going to find challenging is that this is to do with the hard work. But you should go for it. Please, my gorgeous Aquamarini, do not let this put you off whatsoever. This is something that you should do. And even more so, almost as if something is going to be offered to you at the same time. Something that is going to look quite interesting, but you just have to like stick to this. Okay, so something else is going to come up in the form of like some kind of opportunity, but this in itself is to do with something like maybe brand new and some kind of learning process. But no, baby, no. And it's going to seem like, oh yeah, I want to try this, blah blah blah. No, baby, no. So you need to stick to this. So just to warn you, it is very important indeed. So this in itself, couple of days later, you will know that you need to take a bold action, and you will know what bold action is, because you're going to feel extremely exciting. And also very important message that you're going to have, I like it so much, is to do with an aspect of your life that was very slow. It wasn't changing and it was affecting you, and you didn't know what to do, but you just knew there is nothing that you can do but basically wait. And you also forgot about this project or a part of your life, and now the message that you're going to have, it's going to put a big smile on your face. You're absolutely going to like it. You're absolutely going to love it. But at the same time, this couldn't have happened at a better time, because it's only going to increase your energy, and it's going to make you even more confident at this stage in your life, because you just need to be brave. And this is going to really kind of make you passionate, but it's also even more so, it's going to like kind of point you towards an adventure in your life, my gorgeous Aquamarini. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like basically, you see what is going to happen here. There is the certain person that is going to inspire you, somebody really beautiful, somebody very gorgeous. And how can I say who this person is? Well, it's somebody in your life who is physically directly connected to you, or it's someone who really you look up to. Maybe it's somebody who you watch online, because there is also very kind of powerful and strong energy created at that time if you feel very highly about someone, or if you really look up to someone, if you're like kind of paying attention to someone for a while. But there is a very special, yes, I would say spiritual, rather extremely spiritual person, very beautiful person both inside and out. And somebody who is very unusual at the time, but also somebody who's like a very smart and clever, like with every single thing that they do, whether this is to do with spirituality or whether this is to do with the business and things like that. This person has got it all, my God. And also at the same time, when it comes to that person, it's just that person is really going to inspire you. So you're going to either hear something from this person, or you're going to be watching this person, but that person is going to inspire you so much, because there is something going to be on your mind quite a lot. You will want to explore and investigate something, and you are going to feel like extremely optimistic. You are going to feel so great. You are going to feel like, oh my God, this is something that I really want to do. So through that particular person, you are kind of going to find an element, about yourself and about your life that you will actually want to explore. And this element is going to be so important, because and it's really going to surprise you. Why do you feel like so different about it? And now you're going to change, and you're going to realize that you've learned something very specific over the last 7 months, and now that it's going to become evident. And how you're going to realize is that normally this would put you on a stage in your life where you would feel defensive for some reason. You will see, normally you would feel defensive offensive, but now about this aspect of your life, you're going to feel like you want to explore, you want to investigate, you want to go further. And even more so, on one hand, couple of days later, you are going to become aware of a rather bright prospect indeed, with unlimited possibilities. The unlimited possibilities are going to become absolutely evident on the 31st of October indeed. But for now, you're going to become aware of this unlimited bright prospects and bright prospects, and at the same time, on another hand, you are going to become aware of someone you're going to become aware of the fact that you changed, you grew, you learned so much over the last 7 months, and now you have everything you possibly need in order to make the necessary step in your life. This is really going to bring you success when it comes to your professional lives, when it comes to your material success, when it comes to you doing the right thing in order to be a strong provider indeed. So you're doing something by this that is absolutely necessary for you to do at this stage in your life, but you're also building something very strong and durable indeed. And pay attention to the very interesting financial advice that you're also going to get at around the midweek. And the very interesting financial advice you're going to get from somebody who hasn't got absolutely anything to do with the finances whatsoever. It's going to come from the person who would be the last person on your mind who would try to give you like a financial advice. And first of all, you're going to be like, what are you talking about? And then you're going to realize, what, this is actually really interesting indeed. So you need to pay attention to this, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, it's like basically you are gonna kind of become aware of some kind of a news, something on the outside that you're going to become aware of. So it's like a bit of a breaking news type of thing. And it's the same, like you are going to be like kind of, you're not even going to be surprised anymore what you're going to hear. It's not going to shock you, because it's to do with like a very silly, very dark entities. And you're not going to be surprised here whatsoever. But these breaking news are going to be connected to you having pretty much so really fresh inspiration here when it comes to new direction in life, and this is what you needed. So this breaking news, when you become aware of them, this is going to be connected to the new direction when it comes to your life, because it's going to make you aware the part of your life that it's going to come to an end. So you need to like really already kind of like think how you're going to cut this out of your life. You don't need to cut it out of your life. When I say you're going to need to think how you're going to cut this out of your life, you do this by planning different things, by seeing what else is there, by seeing what other step you can make, by testing the water, jump in the water, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You're Aquamarini. If you never jump in the water, you will. If you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim, of course. So you know what I mean? So this in itself is going to make you aware of the part of your life that is going to come to an end. And all you need to do now, it's easy to say, just cut it out. Yeah, baby. All you need to do now is just see which options you have next, because you have you're going to have some absolutely mind-blowing options already there waiting for you. You're going to feel something when it comes to your subconscious mind, but you're still not going to be able to explain. But this is the essence of you that you need to follow, my gorgeous Aquamarini, at this moment in your life indeed. And also, when it comes to the last part of this week, you are going to have a very kind of like a powerful sign here, very unusual sign, very strange sign. And when you have that very strange sign, you will be able to connect this to the certain part of your life that is very much so to do with the justice. So you will have a sign that your justice is coming. You will see and you will know exactly what I mean. This will be very, very important to you. You will have a sign at the end of the week, a very unique sign, and you will know that your justice is coming. And that in itself means two things. The process of transformation is starting. Number one, This is going to be big. And number two, you must not like kind of invest into big things when it comes to this week only. So when it comes to this week only, do not invest big money. If you can, if you're lucky enough, do not invest big money into big things. You know what I mean? Don't make massive or huge investments. If you possibly cannot make it, this week would be great, because it's not good to do at the time of transformation, because we are changing, we are growing, we are evolving. We can do things and decide to do something really big, and then the next week we're like, oh no, why did I do this? I've changed. You know what I mean? So no big investments this week. After the 31st of October, which is in November, it's absolutely fine. But now you don't do the any investments, you know, whatsoever. And also, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that this in itself is brilliant, because you know what? By the end of the 31st of October, you will know that, you know, your life is going to change. You are going to be thinking a lot about the ultimate change, about the big change. You're going to get to such an interesting point of your life, which is going to surprise you. There is so much that is going to speed up until this moment in time. There is so much that is going to like kind of change up until this moment in time. So you're going to be left with absolutely no option by the end of the day on the 31st of October how to make an ultimate change in your life. You will see exactly what I mean, but this is also going to be consisting of you primarily thinking about like changing things big time within your immediate environment, or like making like a really massive move. I know that this is going to affect your immediate environment like there is no tomorrow. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.